Does my hair look okay? It's just been a minute since we've done one of these.
Oh my god, this is so weird.
Why?
It's been a long time since we've sat and talked to a camera. Not about like travel or the amazing race. Cheers!
Happy New Year!
My name is Will.
And I'm James. And if you're new to our channel, I mean, I feel like it's kind of new for us because we haven't done one of these videos in so long. We are a married gay couple. We've just celebrated our 1-year wedding anniversary. We've been together for almost 9 years, and we're just excited to start making videos again.
It's been a long time.
And for those of you who don't know us, we have been on a few different reality shows. You might be familiar with America's Next Top Model, The Amazing Race, The Challenge USA, but not only that, but we love to travel together. We've been doing it ever since 2016. We used to call ourselves the Backpacking Boyfriends. Now it's just Will and James, and we create travel content, hopefully to inspire you to grab someone you love and travel the world together.
So stick around, give us a follow, and hopefully we inspire you to plan some trips in 2023.
But to kick off our yearly tradition, although we did skip a few, we're gonna do a little bit of a New Year reflection, looking back at 2022 with some questions.
We've used the same questions since the very beginning. So this first started in 2015. That was the first time that you became like on my YouTube channel.
When you introduced me to the world as your boyfriend.
A lot of cool stuff coming up for us in 2015, but before that happens, I wanted to introduce everyone to this lovely human being right here.
So at that time, I was recapping America's Next Top Model. I had just been on this show, and so you and I just started making videos in 2015. Those were more of the fun ones, like couple stuff and
Chapstick challenge.
the whatever the jelly
Bean
beans.
Boozle.
Oh my god, that one was nasty.
Gross.
Oh my god! I think that one's caramel corn. It's so bad. Anyways, but we've used the same questions for many, many years, so we're gonna use those again and kind of go through this year and then the next year. The first question, what was your favorite memory of 2022?
A no-brainer, a memory for me of us together is our honeymoon. We went to the Galapagos Islands in Ecuador, and it was just an incredible week, and we created some really incredible memories. So that was definitely a highlight or a favorite memory of 2022 that we did together. But I think for me individually, it's obviously the Challenge USA. I completely stepped outside of my comfort zone. I got to do something that I grew up watching as a kid, and I would say the Challenge USA was my favorite individual memory.
My favorite memory together, I think, was the amount of travel that we got to do.
We did a lot.
I think every trip that we did was so memorable. Hawaii sticks out. We went to Hawaii twice this year. I would also say Brazil sticks out just because
Sweden, Italy, the Galapagos, Ecuador.
Anytime that we get to spend abroad together, I think brings us closer, but also exposes us to new things, so it's always so much fun. For me individually, it was getting a new job. At the very beginning of 2022, I started working for the CDC.
Which is something you've been wanting to do.
It was a dream,
yes.
I know.
The next question is, what is one word you would use to describe 2022?
Okay, this came to me when I was thinking about it earlier today. The word is full.
Like we ate?
Sure. I was full.
We ate with life experience.
I was fed. Mainly because we did so much, and I think after our wedding, that was, to me, felt like a catalyst for the next year. The holidays were right after our wedding, and then we just kind of went crazy. We traveled almost every single month. We went to so many fun events with friends, with reality TV friends. It just became really full, and I don't think there was ever a time where we said no to doing something, which I really appreciated. Maybe I was a little tired, but it was definitely full of so many things.
I would say the word for me to describe 2022 would be reconnection. I think in a lot of ways, coming off the pandemic, trying to find a new norm, adjusting to a lot of new changes, I feel like it allowed us to reconnect with not only travel and the world, because I think we were kind of deprived of that for 2 years, but that's a huge one. Also just reconnecting with old friends. I think our wedding kind of helped spearhead just a reconnection of those relationships and friendships, and just a reconnection to us as a relationship. We're now husbands, so it was a completely like new chapter for us to start together, so reconnection. Okay, since we've obviously talked about travel quite a bit, I think the next question should be, what are some travel plans that we have for 2023?
Well,
your face.
Ironically, I'm starting another new job, and I have a break where we're gonna go on
a
cruise.
cruise.
We're gonna go on a 7-day cruise and treat it as a vacation where we can just completely disconnect and have a good time.
And who knows what other adventures await us this year, but I know for sure one of them is Bali in May. I believe the dates are the 20th through the 27th, and that's actually open to anyone. So if you're watching this video and you want to travel with us,
come with us. We love
I think
Bali.
we're a lot of fun. Then check out the link in our description, get an idea of the itinerary. Bali's gonna be incredible. If you've never been, it's one of the best places we've ever gone. We've gone twice. I've gone twice.
You went last year.
I went last year.
2022. We always talk about where we want to go. I still really, my top two are always New Zealand and Ireland. I saw cheap flights to Ireland for February, but I was like, I'm not going to Ireland in February, it's too cold. I feel like we've been trying to plan things for many, many years and they just keep falling through because of, you know, things, life. But whatever happens, I'm ready.
I would like to add Africa to that list because we did have a trip to Tanzania planned that we had to cancel because of COVID. And it's just been a bucket list destination that I've been wanting to do, and especially because we didn't do it on The Amazing Race, I'm ready.
What are some or one bad habit you'd like to change going into 2023? For me, it's the same thing that I said when we did our New Year video for 2021. When you work from home, you get into this habit of just waking up, going to your computer and just working. But I'd like to try and make it to where I feel like I'm actually leaving, getting dressed, making myself presentable to then go work, kind of separate my home, my office space from each other. Because when you can see your bed or hear your husband playing games and stuff, it makes you want to go have fun and not work. So that's a habit. The other one for me is being outside more. We used to go on so many hikes and spend a lot of time in some of our favorite trails around LA, but I don't know if we did it more than like once or twice in 2022, just because we were traveling so much, I think. But I'd like to get back outside and outside of our neighborhood.
I don't have any bad habits. No, I would say my bad habit that I'd like to break, and I think I said this in our last New Year video, is just scrolling. I think with my job, I'm so attached to my devices constantly on social media, and it gets me into this habit of scrolling when I don't even have to. Like when I'm not doing it for my job, I'm still doing it. So I think, like you were saying, just a little bit more separation between work and me time and us time. So scrolling, I need to break it.
Period.
The next question is, what is a change you would like to see in our home this year?
It's funny because in the last video, we said we wanted to get a place of our own, which we did in 2021. We moved into our current apartment.
I love our space.
A 1-bedroom spiral staircase with a loft and a rooftop patio.
And we've been here for almost 2 years. It's so cute and quaint, but I think now shifting gears, and your answer is probably gonna be the same. Buying a property.
Yeah.
I'm ready to like invest in a home space that we can build a family together.
Babies?
We're ready to be dads. We're ready to be daddies.
Toddlers, teenagers. I don't really care what they are. What I would have said for 2022 a change is adopting another dog.
Which we did.
He's over there. You probably saw me petting him.
His name's Palmer.
He's so cute.
What's the color of 2023? Has it been officially announced?
Oh yeah.
What is that answer?
The color for 2023 is Viva Magenta.
Why isn't it just magenta? It sounds like a Crayola crayon.
It's magenta.
What is about why Viva Magenta?
It's beautiful.
Oh, that is actually a really pretty color.
It's a really like darker pink magenta color. The last one we did was a gray and a yellow. It was ultimate gray and illuminating yellow. 2020 was classic blue, which I feel like all of us were a little blue.
I love that 2018, the year that we filmed The Amazing Race, is violet.
Ultraviolet.
Purple.
Yeah, the color of 2022 was very Perry. It's periwinkle.
Like the color of my nails.
Yeah. I think it's fun. It kind of sets the stage. There was a year where the color was just greenery, and I feel like I bought a lot of plants that year. Or I buy a lot of plants every year. What is your resolutions for 2023?
I feel like this is always kind of a weird area. I think a lot of people have a negative stigma to resolutions because they feel like it's this added pressure, and then if you don't do it, you feel like a failure, and then you feel guilty. So I'm gonna continue to go on that wave and not have resolutions per se, but I want to, for myself, set goals. I want to be better at like writing things down to do during the week and checking them off my list. I think for my brain and being very ADHD, I have to organize my thoughts better. So I'm gonna start getting into the habit and the routine of listing things that I would like to accomplish for the week and checking them off as I go so that I feel like I did something.
Yeah, that's good. The one that I have that I really am trying to focus on is health. I have a lot of injuries right now that I'm trying to get taken care of, so that's like my main priority is to spend more time focusing on my health and just well-being. And the second one, which I really loved that I said for 2021 was intentional. And I feel like in 2021 we were going to move out of Los Angeles because of my job at the CDC, moving Atlanta, whatever, it didn't happen. I think we kind of checked out of being intentional with relationships here in LA, but also just kind of like in a lot of ways. So I want to bring that back into our space, which I think we did really good at the end of 2022.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's just being more intentional with the time that I'm spending with people and also reaching out to people who don't necessarily live where we are and just fostering those friendships.
To round out the video, what are some overall thoughts on 2022 now that we're going into, or now that we are in 2023?
I am so grateful for this past year. I think COVID it's still here, but it really impacted our, I think, lives in big ways.
Yeah.
Gratefully, our health was always fine and we were always very healthy, and that was never the issue, but more so just kind of the dynamic that we were on kind of hit a wall. And I think this past year rekindled our love for the things that we do, our motivation, our, I don't know, just kind of fire for life. Just because we got to get back out in the world and do so many cool and fun things, but also bring new people, new friends into our life as well. And I'm just really grateful for every single experience, every single relationship, every memory that we made over 2022.
Great.
First year of marriage. Mwah. You still want to be married to me?
Yeah, it just went by way too quick.
It was fast.
But like you said, we were full in 2022.
Fed.
I'm gonna keep mine short and sweet. I would like to, going into 2023 and just kind of reflecting on 2022, I want to keep that momentum.
Yeah.
I want to continue traveling the world with you. I want to continue having new experiences together, creating those memories, build a family, and, you know, just continue building those friendships and relationships that we've created over the last couple of months.
With you, Palmer.
And this little
Zoe,
guy.
come on.
All right, it's time to say goodbye. Family photo.
This is our family.
Wait till you, Mama.
This is Zoe, which
You've known her for
you've known her.
years.
She's been with us since 2015.
You sweet baby girl. We love you.
And this is Palmer.
Palmer.
He's almost one. He's only
so
been with us
sweet.
since October. Cheers to a new year, new adventures, and a lot of love. I like your sweater.
I like yours. But you copied me.
Nuh-uh.